Welcome learners. This is the first part in the video series wherein I'm going to talk about recording videos with your Flutter app. In this, I'm going to go about nitty-gritties that goes behind Flutter app to record videos and also some of the internal functionalities that goes behind video recording. You're going to understand how you can have the camera controller to set up the video recording, and also you can manage the resolutions. If this sounds intriguing, stay tuned as I'm going to show to you how to record videos in this particular session. Let's talk about the blueprint for our app. What I'm going to talk about is first is video player. What we're going to try and achieve is record a very simple 5-second video. Then we will create our video demonstration screen. And then the video demonstration screen shall be playing the video with the help of Chewy. Well, the name sounds a bit absurd, but it works perfectly fine when you're trying to create your own videos. Let me show you how the plugin is going to operate. So here I am on the Chewy PubDev page, and look over here. This is going to be the controls. This is going to determine what is the video length and whether you want to have the full screen video or not. We can also customize this to show subtitles, but for that we have to put a text file into our server. For now, what we're going to try and do is add this Chewy plugin and this video player plugin into the pubsec YAML file. What I have done is, before I started this session, I added these plugins and then made my app available for displaying this. Now, how shall we record video? Well, we are going to create a new screen wherein everything remains same until the camera preview. So what I'm going to do is, over here, let's say that this is the part where the camera display is available. Now I'm going to look for a video icon. Let's say now once you click on this video icon, the player will start. This player will record a 5 seconds video, and once that is complete, you will be able to play that video onto a new screen in which we are going to initialize our video player. So here at the bottom section would be the controls for video. Now, in this particular case, I'm also going to talk about something called as a future builder. Now, what's a future builder? Let's imagine that you have recorded a video which is of length 2 minutes. Now, provided you are trying to record this as a 4K quality, then probably this 2 minutes video is even going to run down to 600 to 800 MB. Well, that's on the minimal side. Then what will happen? You'll have to take this big chunk of file onto the video player screen, that is this Chewy, and then play it. Well, this initialization for such a big file can take some seconds, and then till that point we do not want our user to see a freezed app. Hence, at that duration, I'm going to show to you how you can do a bit amount of loading. Well, that's going to be a user experience that we're going to try and give. That happens even when you're playing YouTube videos, that happens even when you're playing your favorite movies on Netflix. Exactly how does this happen? We're going to discuss during our coding. Well, let's dive into it. In the camera directory, let me create a new Dart file and I'll say video demonstration screen, or in fact let me keep it simple as video screen. Like camera screen, there is video screen. Now I'm going to copy all the aspects of camera screen and put it into the video. Next, I'm going to change the class file name to video screen. Secondly, this will be video screen state. Now, what I'm going to try and do, till this point, I know that whether it's going to be even my camera or whether it's going to be my video, it will work perfectly fine along with the permissions. The only thing that is going to differ is this step 3, wherein instead of clicking photos, I'm going to put recording videos. Now, over here, I'm going to delete this part of code. That's because we're going to try and do it from the very scratch on start video recording. In app. Next, what I'm going to do is, instead of this circle outlined, let me put a video call icon and then try to manage the state with the help of a boolean. So I'll put bool is video recording on. Well, what exactly will be the purpose of this? Let's understand with the help of our draw.io diagram. Let's say when you click on this, what I'm going to do is make this icon red color followed by display a outline around it. I'll say send backward and move this icon over here. Let me group them together. So basically, this would be the icon that would be getting replaced over here. Well, that would signify to the user that yes, the video recording has started. Now, over here, well, this is video recording on, and this is my function. So let me have my function call over here, that is start video recording in app, and over here let me wrap it in the if condition. If the video recording is not on, then I should be having this particular function. Let's say once this is complete, what I'm going to do is over here I'm going to call the stop video recording function, but let's understand what will happen if I try to toggle this value. So I'll put over here is video recording on, and I'll change the value, that is toggle the value, that is if it is false, this variable will be becoming true and saved here. Vice versa, if it is true, then it will be turned to false and then saved here. Let me just try and do a set state. this solves the problem on the Boolean level. Now let me have one more icon, icons dot square. I'll put the icon size as 30 and I'll put the color as colors dot red. Now what I'll do is cut this entire part and replace with a new widget called as builder. Build context, space context. Here I am writing the if condition. If the video recording is on, we have to show the square icon. If it is not on, we will be showing the regular icon. Let's say this is the regular icon. I'll put a return statement here and paste my regular icon, followed by, if the video recording is on, I'll paste the square icon. Let me slightly format my code so that I can see where the function is starting and where it would be ending. Now what I'll try and do is, on preview camera output there would be no changes, because instead now over here on top of the camera overlay, these two icons shall get overlaid. Hence that renders absolutely no changes on the preview camera output. Now on the home screen what I'll try and do is create a new button, elevated button. Then inside onPress, I'll put navigator dot push material page route context, and then mention the screen as video screen. Now let me have a filled button in order to have the button color. Let's change this to start video. Now when I do a hot reload at the home screen, I got a new button. When I click on it, let me switch the camera to my side and then click on it. It says camera is loading and then you can see me on my device. Well, that's a very huge video icon. What I'm going to do is, this time I'll wrap this builder in something called as circle avatar. So I'll put the radius as 30 and then over here put the background color as colors dot white. Let me try and see how does this thing appear. Because even this video call icon is white color on top of a white color looks very weird. Let me switch this to our regular black color and even reduce the size to maybe 50. Yeah, that perfectly looks good. But I see a purple tint, so let me put a specific color on my icon as colors.black. Well, that was appearing with a purple tint because by default it will pick the theme color. The theme color presently is not set, hence the default theme color is purple. Hence, if you don't have any particular color on the icon, it's going to pick up the theme color, and that we have to set it later on once you are sure with the app colors. Well, that's not the point of discussion. Our point of discussion was this icon display, wherein it should switch to the square one when I tap on it. Let's say now I tap on it. Well, that signifies that my video recording is on, but we did not click and we did not implement the player. In fact, we are yet to have the camera controller to start recording the video. What I'm going to next do is put over here a if condition which says if the camera controller value is recording video, then I'm going to simply say return, or in fact let me just put a else condition, and over here put this as false. Understand this condition. If is recording video is equal to false, which basically means the recording is not in progress. In that case, which means the recording is not in progress, which means I can use an await, make my controller start video recording. Next, if the video progress or the video recording is in progress, then we will be getting the X file. The moment we do camera controller dot stop video recording. Now what I'm going to do is first logger.log and then display the video file path. So over here, by default, it should be showing the cache memory location. Once I'm confident that I'm getting the video file path on the cache memory location, then as I've done in the cameras, I'm going to repeat the steps and make the video again save into the internal storage. So let's try running our app. Now we're going to start with the video recorder. Here it shows this icon, and then I'm going to click on this particular icon. Let the video recording be in progress for a few seconds. Now I'm going to click on it again, and it says send video recording status continuously. What I'm interested is whether the video file path was saved. What do I notice is the video was not saved. Let me try and understand. Oh, I did a mistake. I've wrapped this in an if condition and I did not handle that particular condition where the video player has to be stopped. Hence, although the icon now displays this particular icon, what I understand is the video recording still being in progress. Let me stop the app, kill my app, so that the video recording gets flushed, and this time not make the mistake of wrapping it in if condition. Now let's try checking if I now manually stop it, whether I will be able to get the video file path out of my cache memory location. Now what I notice is my app has restarted, and what I'll try and do is start the video recorder. Well, this now displays the video icon. Let me tap on it. It changes to this red color icon, and now what I'll try and do is click on this once again, And over here, if I look, video file path, yeah, that's the cache memory location where this temporary recording got saved. Now, for the video player part, let me break this session over here and then continue in the next session, wherein I'm going to show to you how the player will work. Over there, I'll also try and put an addition for switching the camera so that you can try your front camera as well as back camera for the video recording. Hopefully, you got to understand how the video recording was started, and you also understand the aesthetics of the video player. In the part 2 of this particular session, I'm going to show to you how we will make the player screen. You will enjoy the future builder part, wherein I'm going to talk about how you can put a loading animation till which you will be having the video player getting initialized. To understand what they would be, stay tuned and keep learning with Hoping Minds.